All right, let's talk about what's going on at Centennial Stadium right now. Exciting.
Yes, an exciting night at Centennial Stadium. Well, the BC banner is already hanging on the wall at Glen Lyon Norfolk School, but there's still some unfinished business to be settled on the Victoria High School soccer scene. Ideal conditions today as Mother Nature has provided to determine the city champs. Now, will it be Glen Lyon or Lambrick Park hoisting the Colonist Cup this year? The game just kicked off, and prior to, Aaron Glazier had a chance to catch up with Lambrick head coach Steve Legg. Aaron.
Thanks very much, Myra. Here at Centennial Stadium, here a beautiful evening, and the Colonist Cup finally rescheduled. The field is looking fantastic, and of course the Glen Lyon Griffins coming off a provincial title here to battle it out with the Lambrick Park Lions, and I'm joined by head coach Steve Legg. Your boys have been sitting idle for a few weeks as we got this game rescheduled. How have you managed to stay focused?
It's been difficult. The boys have had to come out for some extra practices, and we've had to schedule some special times, and actually the boys have come through and stayed with us, because we have actually had to postpone it a couple of times. We've been ready to go, but Glen Lyon wasn't ready, and they had a number of injuries, so we've postponed it until now. We seem to be both ready.
Your boys are the only ones who have managed to beat the Griffins this year, a 1-0 victory, very close. But what are you expecting out here tonight?
Well, it's going to be a real battle, because Glen Lyon coming off BC championships and winning, they're coming back, and there's sort of want to get back a title off of us, which we've taken from them as being the winner. Our boys have worked over the last few weeks, and we've sort of tried to a couple of times peak our practices so that we're ready for this game. I think it's going to be a real challenge out there for both teams, and it'll be very tight, and I think there's going to be a lot of action.
Now, you did not get a chance to go to provincials. What would it mean to take a city championship this year?
Well, I think it would give us a chance to prove that we really were the team that could have gone to the BCs. We stumbled, but we picked it all up, and the boys got themselves back together again, and now we're ready to try and show what we can do and take them on.
Myra, I'll be back here this evening, and we'll have full highlights and post coming up tonight at 11.
Thank you very much, Aaron. Well, staying on the local high school beat, the Mount Doug Rams are gearing up for a battle on the gridiron. Saturday, they will face WJ Mowat for the BC title at BC Place. And as we first showed you last night, running back Terrell Davis was all smiles at the All-Star Awards banquet when he accepted the trophy for BC High School's Most Outstanding Player.
Pretty excited. I went home, told my family right away, and they're all pretty excited for me. So it's a great honor to be named the MVP of British Columbia here. It's a total team effort to have such success like this. So I really credit the O-line and everyone else chipping in, helping me out to win this award.
How important is this back in Victoria into the school?
I mean, I think everyone back home is cheering for us. It'll be real good for a program to get this win.
Well, Davis wasn't the only Island talent being singled out at the banquet last night. The AA Player of the Year comes from the John Barsby program, Nathan Berg. He's a running back, but was a beast on both sides of the ball. We're going to hear from him during Vancouver Island Report. Well, the Victoria Royals are back in action tonight, hoping to dust themselves off after suffering a season-high 5th consecutive loss. Kamloops Blazers are the latest team to take 2 points off the Royals, burning the boys for a 3rd time this season. Well, the Royals are going to need to do something about this guy, Chase Shabers. He likes to score goals, and he opens the scoring in the first with his 9th of the year. That made it 1-0 Kamloops. But a little later in the frame, the Royals are going to pull even on a milestone marker for Jamie Crooks, make it 100 WHL points for Crooks, make it 1-1 after 1 second period. Blazers are going to convert on the power play, and that's Shaber getting his 2nd of the night. But wait, Jamie Crooks goes for seconds as well. The original setup man on this play is Kevin Sunder, who becomes the franchise leader in points with 218. Unimpressed is Chase Shaber, as he's going to go 5-hole on Keith Hamilton for the hat-trick. Blazers win this one 4-3 the final.
I think in the first period after they scored, we kind of were on our heels a little bit, but we weathered it, and then we started to bring it a little bit more, and I still think individually there's some guys that can bring it a little bit more, and we need that.
Well, look who we spotted in the stands last night. The co-coaches of the Cowichan Capitals, Jill Purinton and Jim Ingram, made the trip over the Malahat to catch the Royals game. Perhaps one or two of these players would be on the top of the Caps coaches' Christmas list.
We'd love to take a lot of these guys out here. It's a pretty good crop of players that are pretty exciting to watch, and I know it's hard to believe, but even when we're not coaching or games or practicing, we want to be at the rinks watching games. So we're just here, obviously, just enjoying a game with not the pressure of our own team and what we need to accomplish. I left my tooth at home and wore my Carhartt, and I was trying to hide out here, and somehow you found us.
And you'll never get away from me. Coaches Purinton and Ingram have found great success in Duncan this season. It's a new Caps culture that's being created. We'll have that part of the story also during Vancouver Island Report.
All right, time for sports. Myra's here with that, Mike.
Gridiron News Hudson, it is official. Vancouver Island is producing some of the country's top high school football talents. BC's best were recognized last night, and 2 Islanders were singled out. Mount Doug running back Terrell Davis was named most outstanding player for AAA. Nathan Berg from the John Barsby Bulldogs took that title in AA ball.
Coach just came in and told me, and I actually wasn't expecting this at all. I mean, there's a lot of great players in this league, and it's definitely a great honor to be given this award. And I mean, I can't explain how much my teammates and coaches, how much they made this possible for me. And
well, the awards were handed out at the All-Star banquet last night in Vancouver. Berg was a beast on both sides of the ball. He ran for 498 yards in 4 games and averaged more than 9 yards per carry. And he led the team in tackles with 14, had 2 sacks and 1 pick. Berg and the Dogs faced the Mission Roadrunners in Saturday's final.
Yeah, it's a great way to finish it. I mean, I never could have thought that. That this much success would happen, and it's a great experience, and I got a great team and coaches to do it with, and it's a phenomenal feeling.
How good is that battle going to be? How tough is that battle going to be against Mission?
Definitely looking forward to it. I mean, a lot of people say that we haven't been tested too much, and I guess it's kind of answer all the critics here, and I'm looking forward to it. It should be a fight.
Well, look who we spotted in the stands at last night's Victoria Royals game. The co-coaches of the Cowichan Capitals, Dale Purinton and Jim Ingram, made the trip over the Malahat to catch the game. You'd think that the rink would be the last place they'd want to be on a day off. Coach Purinton and Ingram have found great success in Duncan this season. It's a new Caps culture that is being created at the Big Stick.
And really, that's been the big change. I think more than anything, we have a real good group of kids that have bought into the program that we're trying to present to them. And I think Dale, myself, Aaron Plum, the coaching staff, we really enjoy being around each other, and it's a lot of fun being at the rink. So I think that's trickled down to the players.
So we got a good group of kids, and when we've had a couple slides, we haven't slid for long because of that character. And when we have the right attitude, our players have no choice but to buy into that.
They have the best team in the Coastal Conference, 3 up on Surrey, so they have to buy into it.
Right on. My thank you.
You're welcome.